Hey, what's up, guys? To Intuitive 717 here. I am back with another reading. I hope you guys are doing incredibly well as always. I'm going to dive right into the Divine Masculine energy here because I do feel like shit is hitting the fan. So, we are going to dive in and see what is popping off in the Divine Masculine collective, okay? I do feel like a sense of regret. I told you so. They're feeling this. It's not that you're sticking it to them, it's just energetically, spiritually, they're starting to see things play out that I feel like you would have given the heads up in some kind of way, Divine Feminine. Like, I'm hearing code. Like, you guys communicate in code. And if a lot of you share things on, let's say you have social platforms where you may express yourself through a lot of your spiritual work, they're now starting to see that you weren't joking around, or you weren't being fake, or you weren't being inauthentic in any way. That you really, like, I'm hearing some of you really know your shit. Someone's starting to put some respect on your name and your gifts, Divine Feminines, because I feel like they're starting to see that you really do know your shit. Many of you are an expert, okay, in your field. We have self-love, creation, and intentions. I'm seeing with this card, many of you are now exuding in that self-love. A lot of you are maybe embarking on new creative endeavors, or you're using your gifts to create abundance for yourself, stability, happiness, happy moments for your family, your children. I feel like a lot of you are in this beautiful, loving energy of just appreciating life. Many of you might be in this constant habit of thanking the universe for all of your blessings at this time, because I feel like you guys have really come a long way. Your hard work is paying off right now. And you've got your counterpart looking in. Not only your counterpart, okay, many people that they trusted, that they thought they had in their corner. A lot of these people are looking back and they're starting to see your intentions, Divine Feminine. I feel like many of you are finally getting justice. Like, your name was painted a certain type of way, so many of you really had to go in hard and like paint a new life for yourself, or paint a new canvas for yourself, like a new scene, skyline. Like, many of you literally got out of where it is you were and created a new skyline for yourself. And now a lot of people are shocked by this, but I do feel like at the same time, while all of you are in this beautiful creative self-love energy, making your dreams come true, working really hard, like, because I feel like I'm seeing like there was a time of silence. Now people are seeing what you were doing in that time of silence. So you could be someone that takes a lot of pride in building quietly, and then it's like you just pop off. That's what I'm feeling like. Someone or a group of people are looking back like, whoa, how did you just create all of that for yourself? No one's seeing the hard work, though. I feel like, except your masculine, because they would have felt what was going on. Okay, there you have it. A present, abundant, gratitude. That's why I feel like a lot of you could be waking up like in shock, just really thanking the universe for some kind of sudden shift. I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune card in tarot. Okay, many of you are experiencing a shift in just life itself. I'm seeing that again, that skyline or the scenery. When you guys look out the window, you are smiling, you're seeing brighter days ahead of you. Okay, so that could be a big thing where you're finally experiencing all that peace. Meanwhile, your counterpart is starting to experience some of the lessons that are a product of their consequences. I feel like everything that they would have projected on you on this journey. So guys, I hate to say this, but I heard it clearly and I just have to be honest with you guys. But somebody thought that you weren't going to be shit. Or that, you know what, you weren't going to be shit. It's because they aren't shit now. And that's what's got them feeling like it's really painful to look in on your life, or what it is you've created for yourself, or what it is you've gone after and made something out of nothing, because you had a lot of people maybe wishing on your downfall. Like, even your counterpart was very triggered by you. And that's the thing on this whole twin flame journey, is that you really have to rise above a lot of shit, right? Rise above a lot of illusion, like even some tough lessons. Yeah, you may love somebody, but sometimes that very person could be the one thing that tries to test you on this journey, or they try to bring you down the most on this journey. And I feel like some of you are showing that you rose above, like you've risen above it for for whatever reason, people thought that you weren't gonna amount to anything, but that whole not amounting to anything was actually their projection of them not amounting to anything. Because I feel like now that you guys are experiencing all this abundance, what's showing is that like people don't have the same drive as you, people don't have the same ambition as you. Everybody reflecting that you weren't going to be shit, it's because they aren't shit. Like they're seeing that in all the years that have passed, some people are still sitting where they're at. For some of you, I feel like just an old, like, I don't know why I'm getting to say an old message, but an old message is coming up of like, you know, they're still in the same city, so maybe many of you have moved out of your city or your town, or you're doing something completely different. That's why, again, I feel a Wheel of Fortune, like things have turned around for you guys. People could see you in this cold, detached energy, but it's not that. It's just you now living and giving to yourself after a really long time of just feeling neglected by the community around you. At one point, many of you felt very abandoned or judged, or again, like people had really negative things to say about your drive, your ambition. It's like because you wanted to be somewhere, it was easier to bring down your dreams or goals or ideas, or to poke fun at it or make fun at it, than it was to go and like get their own thing started or get their own thing going, right? It was easier to be in this pessimistic, negative energy of spending every day wishing, hoping, and praying that you fail at whatever it is you're working on, versus, okay, well, let me just mind my business and maybe try to get something off the ground on my end here, or do something productive with my time in my life. So again, I keep hearing a group of people really felt like this about you. It's an external environment around you. This party environment as well tells me it could be like even friends, right? Many of you might be like, this is how you met your divine masculine, right? Because I keep seeing like a mutual group of friends, and there's a lot of interference in this connection because of like jealousy. Like I feel like you're a star. Whoever you are, divine feminine, you were always meant to be a star. And as long as you continue to be attached to people in this environment, or connected to your counterpart in the physical in this way, in this environment, you were never going to like make it out of the trenches. And I feel like that's what many of you realized. You had to cut off communication. Maybe that's why this cold and detached energy is coming up. And I feel like when you did, somebody went off and it seemed as though, you know, life was just going on. Maybe many of you witnessed your divine masculines just going about in the same types of, you know, environments, nothing changing, maybe hoping that you would stay in this type of environment as well. But you guys just kept it moving. What's your current energy like, divine feminines? Okay, so freedom, opportunities. Many of you are taking a leap of faith, maybe opening up new business endeavors, new communities. A lot of you could be traveling as well, making big purchases like a new car, a new home. For the first time ever, you're not afraid to hide your abundance, okay? You're more present now. It's because you're grateful for it. A lot of you are leaving behind this whole fearful energy of feeling the reflections and projections and the negativity of other people. Like you need to be in hiding to protect your blessings and all of these things. I feel like many of you are just like, man, fuck all that shit. A lot of you are enjoying the sense of freedom, okay? We also have avoidance and stalemate. Okay, and that's why I feel like the stalemate or the avoidance energy of hiding your truth or expressing yourself, that is coming to an end. And I think that's why we have somebody feeling that, you know, they're stuck. They're stuck experiencing a dark night of the soul or some kind of tower moment while you are off experiencing wish fulfillment. Okay, what's their current energy like? Yeah, they feel like they're experiencing the scales balancing. Karma could be hitting. I feel too like fairness. Somebody could be dealing with a lot of legal matters. I feel also too like their lives are balancing. So when the scales have to balance, it could be like 555 energy, a lot of change happening, a lot of conflict, people arguing, relationships coming to an end. Even though you know that at the end of the day it's going to be best for you, they're in that conflict part. Like I see the Five of Wands energy with people with their, you know, wands in competition and they're fighting. It's like that really painful part of the journey where relationships have to come to an end and you see people for who they are and their true colors. like with truth and expression here. And then you go through this period of feeling really shitty and realizing that, damn, like, I pushed away the people who were, like, you know, so good to me in life, and I ended up giving my loyalty to the people who ended up treating me like shit, or who turned out to be, you know, really deceptive. So I feel like that's the energy that your masculines are in, right? And you maybe chose the solo path, this path of solitude, the path of shrinking your circle. A lot of you chose not to go through these tower moments. A lot of you were like, I will just be the Queen of Swords, take out my swords, cut these relationships off, and be on my merry way. No explanations, no nothing, just move on. Many of your masculines chose to stay. I feel like they're realizing that they chose the hard way. I don't know why I want to say a gopher could be significant, because just now I was talking and I whistled when I was trying to say a word, and it made me think of how gophers sound when they talk. So look up the gopher totem, guys. Okay, that could be significant on your journey right now. Those are always fun things to do. Look at that, we have isolation and thoughts. Okay, as I say, the gopher. So see how that maybe correlates on your journey. But that's the energy I feel that someone is currently in. They realize that they sabotaged this, and now they're stuck in this energy of guilt. This could be all of that dark energy that they're experiencing right now with the 555 coming through, right? They're isolating. I feel like relationships are breaking down right now, so they would rather spend time by themselves or alone. They could feel irritated around family and friends. They could feel irritated just watching you as well. Again, experience so much abundance and happiness. They're wishing that they would have taken the path that you took. They're wishing they would have collaborated with you. They're wishing that they would have been patient with you. They're wishing that they would have fed this connection in a positive and optimistic way. Instead, I feel like someone feels miserable that they showed you the worst sides of themselves, and it's like, I'm hearing hard to recover. Like, it's really hard to recover from that. Like, there's no amount of apologies. I'm hearing it's too late to apologize. So yeah, there's a lot of change going on right now. Like, the fall season could be very, very significant. Someone's going through major changes. They have to sit right now in this isolation energy, feeling like they really did mess this up. They effed this up royally. And I feel like part of the karma and the scales balancing as well is to just watch you indulge in self-love. Many people once upon a time were mocking your journey of solitude, Divine Feminines, when you were isolating. Now that someone has to isolate, they're panicking. Meanwhile, you're isolating and you're like in this whole self-care energy. You're like, okay, I'm going to decorate my home and I'm going to enjoy some of my passions. You know, someone didn't do that. Someone chose to just go along and have a good old time with doing whatever it is they were doing. And that's why I'm saying someone feels like, damn, I wasted so much time hating on you that I didn't even bother doing what I was supposed to do to end up now where many of you are ending up, which is enjoying the fruits of your labor. That's why I feel like, you know, even cornucopia could be significant. You know, just an abundance, an overflow of a lot of the hard work that you have done, Divine Feminines. Okay, many of you could be enjoying family, home, commitment, that sense of feeling safe now. A lot of you are attracting peace into your life. And someone feels, you know, apologetic, but the universe is like, so what? Because when karma is ready to hit and the scales are ready to balance, it's like there's no time to feel sorry. It's like, this is destiny. This is something that has to change. It's like every action has a consequence. You know, you can't get by in life by treating someone a particular type of way only to be like, oh great, they're going to forgive me and everything's going to be happy ever after. It's like, no, the universe won't let that happen, right? Even if this person is willing to be forgiving and let you back in, there's a law of karma that you can't escape. Not even this person can save you from this destiny. That's what many of the masculines here are realizing in this reading, is like, not even you, Divine Feminine, can save them from this fate of having to maybe watch you, you know, go off, be in somebody else's arms. You could be traveling, experiencing, you know, wish fulfillment in many areas of your life, including their worst nightmare, which is new love. Many of you could be experiencing pregnancy at this time. I feel like this whole twin flame journey, a side note for some of you, this could be something of like the past. You know, you may, watch these readings, or, you know, they could be like a distant memory, but you still feel their energy. It's because you're in this phase now of them having to watch you experience your happiness. If they didn't spend time hating on you and mocking you and working on themselves, maybe they would have met up with you at this phase of the journey, but they allowed outside influences to shift them, to turn them. So someone's learning some very valuable lessons here. Being an independent thinker, you know, separating themselves away from the crowd, and being authentic, okay, being autonomous. So yeah, some tough lessons for the Divine Masculines right now, but they will get through it, okay? That's what I have for you guys for this one. I love you. Take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next one, okay? Take care, guys. Bye.